All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Whether I get views on this or not, this is really just a personal journal for my trading. This is day one of live trading ever for me. I've been paper trading for a while now. Thought I'd make the move to live trading, and I'm going to use this channel basically just for VOD review, film review, you know. So not really worried about the views or anything like that. But if you happen to stumble upon this, this is day one, and hopefully we get quite a few days more, you know. So the objective, the goal is to every morning record myself if I'm making a trade, if I'm watching the charts, whatever the case might be. And that way, hopefully, you know, if this does turn into something, we can all kind of learn together too, you know. Um, I'm no professional. I'm no financial advisor. I just have grown a real love for trading, and I think I'm in a cool position where a lot of people who create content are kind of like years into it already, right? Like, I think a lot of the big traders on YouTube, on TikTok, whatnot, whether they're profitable or not, I think they all have kind of the same um, get up of being experienced, being seasoned, and outside of paper trading for a while now, I feel like not a whole lot of people can hop on YouTube, hop on TikTok, and be like, "Yo, this is my first live trade ever." So you guys are literally gonna see day one, square one. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably just gonna be a really long, uncut video. Maybe I'll speed things up here a little bit. I just feel like I need to lock in because it is day one. I'm already obviously a little worried about some psychology, you know, kicking in a little bit, but we'll see what's up. I'm a big 15-minute orb guy, so we got about 5 minutes until I even want to think about making a move. It looks like we might have a 15-minute low already off that first 5-minute candle. I kind of learned that I could use the 1 minute a little bit more to see kind of these cleaner breakouts, cleaner retests. So I think that's also the goal today. Is I started as like a 1 minute warrior, and then I did really like the 5 minute setup on the 15-minute orb. Just because I like waiting until the 5 minute closes, above or below, obviously the 15-minute high. And then I'm a big fan just because I'm super new to trading. I like to see as many confirmations as possible as well. So I like the 5 minute where it'll kind of close up top. Here we can even use this for example. It kind of closes above the break, right? And then I like seeing that second candle, maybe retest. This one fell all the way down. I mean, the wick was crazy on this one. But then you see how it kind of worked back up. It retested but closed. I like that on the 5 minute. However, it does look really, really good on the 1 minute. Whenever you're watching something retest, and I think I just messed up my 15-minute on that, but it's all good. This was from yesterday. You can kind of see it break out, retest here, failed, came back up. I definitely messed up. But you guys get the idea. So the objective here is to work on switching between the views, just getting as much confirmation as possible here. We got about 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes until the 15-minute closes. Minute and 20 seconds here. We had a pretty big fall off here going into the overnight, into the morning too. So we'll see what's happening. It's kind of climbing here a little bit. We'd even probably mark this out now. I think we would need some pretty big collapse here in order to break out that low. So we got 25 seconds until we got the 15-minute close. I'm going to go ahead and mark this out now. Get into the 5-minute here. Let the chart load. All right. Now we wait. I wouldn't even mind paper trading morning still, and really trying to hone in on the kind of like inner 15-minute trading. You know, it kind of, I feel like you see a lot of really skilled, experienced people, especially with the 15-minute orb strategy, where they'll see this bounce here at the top and then ride it down, or they'll see it bounce off the bottom and ride it up. You know, I'm more of like a, hey, we're gonna ease into this. So I really only I wait for the break high, wait for the break low, wait for the confirmation. You know, just try to get as many confirmations as possible before I'm throwing myself in there, you know. We do have a fair value gap here. We'll just like, I like drawing things out on the chart, even if I don't particularly use them, just to see how they could influence the price action here, you know. I'm no crazy incredible trader by any means. And I'm not 100% knowledgeable, and I don't know if everybody is, right? So I like picking up new concepts, and whether I use them or not, I like drawing them just for a feel, right? So I see this fair value gap here on the 5-minute, and I just want to see, um, if this is an IFVG, if this is going to be a FVG, even if I don't necessarily use it, I try to pick up on other people's concepts, other people's strategies, and whether I implement it or not, I still just like to see it on the chart and get familiar with it, whether it, like I said, becomes a real piece of my trading strategy or not, So we're kind of riding this joint all the way down. Volume's pretty high for TQQQ still at the moment. He's below VWAP too, so could be a good short position here. You could watch these lows as well over here from last week. And if you guys do stumble upon this and really notice me doing things incorrectly, don't know what I'm talking about, like a big part of that is probably I don't, but I'm open to learn. So feel free to help a brother out, man. I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just kind of using this so I can go back in time. I think it'd be really cool if a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, if this is something that I can really stick with, I think it'd be cool to be like, hey, I can go back to my very first day ever live trading with real cash. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just using a small cash account that I, threw some money in. So we're hitting the downside pretty hard here. I'm not gonna lie. The volume is really high too. We'll see off of this 5-minute here if we get a closure below the 15-minute low here. Yep, there it is. We still be patient though. I'm not going to go in because we haven't closed here, right? So this could climb all the way back up, or we could just continue sinking. We'll see. This is where the FOMO really does sink in, right? So I'm going to keep an eye on the 1 minute as well here. See where this ends up. But look, this is my first live trade ever. Like, I just need to be patient here. I don't need to get FOMO. We got 3.5 minutes left on this candle. So like, yes, although it is dipping really hard through this low right now, we still got over 3 minutes to climb back up, and it could, who knows, it could end up closing above this line, right? And if it does, like, look at it working back up. It's wicking hard to the bottom here. So just got to be patient. Got to be patient in these scenarios. And here we can also kind of see if it retests here too in the 1 minute too, right? Like, just because the 5-minute has 3 minutes left on this doesn't mean that we can't peep the 1 minute and see if it's going to bounce off of this 1 or 2 times here in those 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So watch the 1 minute here and see see what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to see if these lows also affect the price here. Still red candle, but as you can see, the momentum's kind of slowing down here too, right? So got a minute 45 left here on the candle. Man, it'd be, how tough would it be first morning though if this 5-minute candle closes all the way down here and I kind of missed the train? You know what I'm saying? But the good part is, hopefully we get a retest at some point, right? So like, even though it's going to close down at this point, doesn't mean I'm just going to hop all the way in, right? We also have 10 o'clock here in 6 minutes. It's going to be really interesting to see what price does at the 10 o'clock. But man, this volume is really nice. Really, really nice. We got to play it safe though, you know? Otherwise I'm gambling. If I just went in on here, maybe I could have after this 1 minute here. And then it was still showing a strong 1 minute to the downside, but we got to be patient, bro. We got to be patient. Don't have to take every trade. We're definitely going to close under by the looks of it, unless we get a soar here. But we will see. We will see what's up. Inverse is retesting here to the top. Volume is really high. We could break it. Yep. It did break. Let me peep TQQQ here. We could ride this to the top. This thing could ride all the way. We might watch that live in the flesh right now. Gotta stay patient here, man. This is definitely like, I could totally see this carrying all the way up, but like I said though, I'm trying to stay patient, man. Like this is my first day. I don't want to get ahead of myself by any means. Although if I'm kind of down if it kind of goes like this here a little bit on the 1 minute. Already came down, kind of touched it here. We could have some support right here. But if we start going sideways here like this on this, I think we could definitely kind of see it tank down towards the bottom here. So we can kind of see it kind of going in. So that with the support here, I feel like is probably a pretty good entry on this support line here. Could even maybe go stop loss down to the bottom. But just want to stay patient here. Just want to stay patient. We're seeing a lot of sideways action here. And it's a 1 minute fair value gap, right? So right in that 15-minute, we'll see. If it is, it is, you know. I really like this kind of doji. This would have been a really good setup to get in, I think, here. It kind of came down. It touched this once, touched this twice, and now it's kind of on its way up. We could have potentially gotten in here. We'll see, though. The way it's kind of looking, though, is like we are definitely kind of in this downtrend here on the pre-market. And then obviously it dropped big time from yesterday too. So we could kind of be in this little downtrend, down bias type joint. So We'll see. Kind of fighting my EMA right now too. We're riding this thing, man. It's important to stick to your rules, though, right? I could let that FOMO sit in. I'm like, wow, I could have bought it down here and rode it all the way up to the top, which like I definitely could have, you know. But as of right now, I always just kind of want to see a clean break to the top, clean break to the bottom, and go from there, you know. Don't force anything. If it gets to the top here, though, I'm going to switch to the SQQQ because I am on a cash account. I can't short anything, right? So, because I'm not using margin. If it likes to, like, we're getting close to this 15-minute, we're going to switch to the SQQ, which is just SQQQ, which is just the inverse, as you can see. We'll see if it bounces up off of here. And if it keeps going or not, we'll stick with TQQQ, go long on the break. Does that make sense? It would have been nice to get in though, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And I had the idea. See if it bounces off of here, and it did. But it's all good. We'll see what it might break through VWAP here. If it breaks through VWAP, we could see it keep going here. These are the moments. Can't let the emotions win. You know? What do you gotta keep telling yourself? Man. Look at it go. Let me know if I'm wrong, right? Like, I don't want to get wet feet. But I almost also think that day one live trading, it's probably better I don't just kind of go in and take this trade and I just be really careful. Just watch the charts, right? Don't want to blow this account because that would suck, right? We are crossing VWAP here. You could see a continuation here. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have came in. Whoops. Could have came in. I could have immediately bought here on the retest. You know what I'm saying? See what happens, and then it ends up shooting back up. We could have bought here, taking the long. I think this could have been a really nice trade, just seeing how it bounced here and there. But like, I think it's better just to be careful and miss out on a trade than to, you know, go in on every quote unquote potential setup you see, you know. Look at this 5-minute here again. We have another fair value gap right here on the 5-minute. We'll see if we can use this in any way. I mean, look how chopped this is, though, right? Not ideal. Trading the 15-minute orb for the first day. For first live account trading day, you know. Still climbing, though. It's trying, man. It wants to go. It wants to go up. This bitch just hitting off that VWAP. I'm going to switch over to the 5-minute time frame, right? Now that we're getting close to that closure, I want to see the 5-minute close above this here. The next 2 minutes. We'll see if it gets there. It might not, you know? And then if it doesn't, we're just going to keep sitting on our hands. Got a minute and a half on this candle to close. It tested and then came right back down, right? So we'll see if we can't get something a little bit more obviously a little bit more secure within the next 45 minutes or so, 40 minutes or so. Like even I'm looking at the volumes down here too, right? Like even if it does close out here, the volume isn't great. I mean, it's the third lowest candle on the day, but we are up there right now. We are up there. Let's see if it holds for the next 30. Look for a potential entry. Mm-hmm. All right. We have a closure. And now it is skyrocketing. Look, man, I'm going to be patient, yo. Like, people might be yelling at me, yo, it closed, go in, closing, go in, go in, go in. And now we're missing out on a crazy green candle. But look what happened down here, man. Like, we got pump faked. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stay patient. I would like to see a retest. I really would on the 1 minute here. Although we are getting good volume right now. A lot of volume. I'm even kind of down to set my buy limit here. If we get filled, we get filled. Yeah, it's looking good right now. And if it never comes back down, then it never comes back down, boys. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Dude, it ain't looking like it will it? Oh, we got 2.5 minutes left on this 5 minute. If this thing's green, man, if this thing stays this green, it is going to be tough. Wow, it is ripping right now. Dang. Well, we could see it come down and retest, I guess. You know? Or we could keep it, we could keep seeing it soaring here. We're soaring. We're flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. Hey, man, I'm kind of bummed I missed out on this one, yo. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. Because this could just keep continuing. Dude, imagine if we would have caught it down here too, man. We would have been going crazy. That's why I'm doing these videos, right? I can go back and look at this, man. Like, I had the right idea. I was watching it test off this support, and I was going to ride it all the way up to the top. I just wasn't confident enough, you know, day one, but you know, it's all good. That's why we're doing this. We would have been up big, man, if I just went down here. Just gotta follow my instinct a little bit more, man. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's just hard to, man. I guess you gotta have confidence, but at the same time, like I just first day live account trading, and I really don't have any of that. So kind of flattening out here, which is kind of concerning because we could come down. It could hit my buy limit. And then it could like keep. I might wait for the retest now. See what happens here. I might cancel this. We're gonna let it cook here. We might get a chance to come back. We might get a chance to come back here. Yeah, I mean, we could have missed out on this, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Could have cut it all the way down here. Can't let that can't let that FOMO win though, man, for real. Really just can't. Dang. If it gets to about 10:45 or so, I'm usually just 11 type of guy. So if it gets to like 10:45 here and looks like we ain't really gonna be able to make a move off of any of this, we might just go ahead and get out of here. Imagine that day one live account, no trades to be had. Ah, that sucks. But at least we'll be able to fight the psychology this episode. This video. Be able to fight with my emotions of the fact that I low key kind of called this retest here. I'm not confident in my ability of trading the within the lines here, man. Like I just feel like it's so up and down until it's not, right? Like hindsight's always 2020. I just feel like it's always so up and down until it's not, when you see the big picture. But when you're in here, like when I'm calling, hey, like it's kind of bouncing here, but then it's rising, but then it kind of catches here, comes back down. It's like, okay, cool. Like we might get some of the downside. And then it shoots up, and by the time it shoots up, you're already late, right? And then you see it in here in real time, and you're like, oh, it might be coming back down, Nope, keeps going up. We're hitting the pre-market highs, and it's kind of getting stuck here, by the way, too. So this is why it's kind of important to know what's happening before the market. You see this? It's like almost it's like on the line. You know what I'm saying? 5703. Come up and touched it twice since pre-market. So that could be a take profit. If we somehow can get it down here, show a little bit of support here at the 65 and then up. It's consolidating heavy right here, so we'll see how long this can last. It might just break through it though, it very well could. Dang, man. All good. That does suck though. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm doing this though, man. This is like my own personal journal, you know? Whether we like even get anyone to view this or not, like I don't even really care. Stumble upon this, dude. It's like reading my own personal diary, if we're being honest. Right now, I'm trying to document my feelings. And it sucks, man. It sucks when you call something, but like you don't really trust it because you feel like you're kind of new, you know? You don't want to mess up day one. And so you play it safe and then you kind of miss just this massive riser here. And it is soaring, man. Just broke through those pre-market highs too. This thing could really go. Dang, man. Price you pay sometimes when you wait for the retest too, man. You try to be extra secure about it, and the chart just don't give an F about you. You know? Well, guys, it's a tough morning, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, good though. I gotta go ahead and get out of here. It's 10:46. After some consolidation, it keeps going up. So, um, could I have like potentially gotten in, at 56.78 or 56.80 or something and try to ride this? Yeah, for sure. But I'm also not really looking for trades like that bad, Like I just want to work on my rolls, stick with my rolls early on, And sadly, that was on the orb break, and it just never came back down. Kind of the tough part about, like I said, like really just kind of sticking with a rule set that you can abide by is like sometimes it just doesn't pan out. I guess my very first day live trading, we kind of figured that out, right? I would have liked to see this retest. I'm kicking myself over this one for sure. Like I just wasn't confident enough to kind of get in right here. Like I was talking about it. It was kind of retesting here. I was like, hey, we could kind of ride this up. But just seeing kind of this price action before that, I really didn't know if this was gonna stick or not, man. Like if we kind of cut this side of the screen out, hindsight's always gonna be 2020, right? And when you see this red candle, you don't really know what's gonna happen. This could go back down, could ride up like it did. So I was kind of talking about, hey, it's like kind of testing here. There's a little bit of support here at the 91. And I just didn't trust it, man. And looking back on it, should I have kind of went with that instinct move? Maybe. Because we could have been up pretty big here, but that's life, I guess. And then just kind of reviewing what happened here. We saw the 5-minute break, right? We saw the 5-minute break. This candle, I always kind of look for the 5-minute candle or the 1-minute candles to kind of bounce, like kind of retrace a little bit and see a bounce here just for the retest, right? And it just never retested. Like this candle went, I was like, okay, cool, we'll wait for the next one. Next one went, and then at this point, I'm feeling pretty unconfident about entering just because of how high I'm off of the orb already, right? Like I usually try to set my buy limit here at the orb, catch it maybe as it's retracing back in and then bouncing up, right? Could I have entered like maybe at the end of this second candle? Yeah, but like worst case scenarios, I buy at this candle closure, right? Even though it's green, still going up. Like this third candle could have came down. We could have lost here, we could have lost here, we could have lost here, we could have, especially if I get in here and then I start seeing it red. Now I'm getting a little nervous, right? Because it's already starting to curve back down. So especially once I see this candle, I'm like, okay, it might come back down. We might get an entry. Then it just consolidated here at the 80 mark, and now it's still going. But like, it's tough. I mean, let's honestly, it's probably gonna hurt me looking at this, but let's say we have a long position here. We would have got in like right here. Let's say we got in here, took our stop loss to this low down here. We just rode this all the way. I mean, we're looking at a 3.2 to 1. That and that sucks, but it is what it is. It's all good. Will be more. Right? There will be plenty of days. It's actually making a move down here. We'll see if it consolidates or not here at the like 79, 80 mark again. But yeah, I gotta go get out of here. I gotta get some things done, man. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. This was my first morning trade, first morning ever live trading in my cash account. Like I said, whether this gets views or not, like I don't even really care right now. I'm just using this as a learning lesson, and boy, did we learn today. So this is exactly what I wanted. Got to play the long game. Too many people try to hop into trading, think they know what they're doing, think they're the best in the game, and don't reflect like this. And I think they end up going broke. So it sucks. Yes, it's painful. Yes, we could have made a big trade today, but we can't sulk on those emotions. We can't let the FOMO sink in. Can't let the anger sink in. Can't let the rage sink in. It is what it is. There will be plenty more days, plenty more trading days, plenty more trading opportunities. So with that, I'll see you guys later. I'm outie. Peace.